We are now joined by Arizona and Nevada Hall of Fame broadcaster Bill Buckmaster, who's been reporting in Tucson for nearly 40 years. From the radio to television to public affairs programming, he has long been considered the most trusted voice in Tucson. Bill, thank you so much for being with us tonight. It's such a privilege to get to speak with you, though I wish it could be under better circumstances. Let's start with sort of just kind of broadly. I mean, for people who don't know, Savannah has publicly spoken about the influence Tucson has had on her career. She was a reporter at our NBC affiliate KVOA TV from 1995 to 2000. Tell us about your relationship with her, the family, and her resilience throughout this horrific, unimaginable ordeal.
Thank you, Allison. It's delightful to be with you tonight. And of course, it is a very difficult time in Tucson. It's been a living nightmare for this community for the past 3 weeks. We've all just been shocked to the core. Those of us who know Savannah and the family, as I do, it's been very, very difficult. I know some friends have had difficulty even sleeping. You mentioned Savannah. My goodness, I was with her for 4 years, fortunate enough to be with her before she went over to the NBC affiliate, KVOA, Channel 4. She was with me as I was anchoring the nightly PBS affiliate program here, and Savannah was part of our student crew. And I have to tell you, I didn't need to do much mentoring. She was wonderful. She learned quickly, and I had the privilege a couple of times of sharing the camera with her as we did membership pledge drives on the local PBS affiliate. And I can still remember, even though it's more than 35 years ago, going out on the mall at the University of Arizona and talking a little bit about fundamentals of field reporting, how you do a stand-up, basically. And she was a very fast learner. She was very special. She is very special. And we all want to see this come to a safe resolution with a happy ending. That's my prayers every night.
You mentioned that for Tucson, the city of Tucson, this has been a living nightmare. Tell us more about that. I mean, how have the last 20 days impacted the community at large?
Well, in 2011, the first week, second week actually, of 2011, we lived through a nightmare here with the assassination attempt of then Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords. That was terrible. We had the world's, well, not necessarily the world, but certainly national attention on that story. We hoped we would never have to live through something like that again. And now this has so much international media, and people in this community have just been wonderful. The outreach here in the Catalina foothills, the community has come together, folks putting yellow roses, wearing yellow bands, putting yellow ribbon around trees. We want Nancy home, and we want a successful resolution to this case. We're all on edge. We want it to be over and with a happy ending.
You know, Bill, there have been some questions about the Pima County Sheriff's Office, Sheriff Nanos, and the way that they're handling this case. How do you think he is handling this case? And in your experience, is his department effective when it comes to working with other law enforcement agencies?
Ellison, this has become a political football here in town. I'm not privy to the inside the investigation. I've interviewed Sheriff Nanos over the years many times. I've always found him to be open and transparent. When I have talked with him, I know he's got a great team around him of Pima County Sheriff's detectives. They're very good at what they do. He has so many FBI agents working also. There are a lot of Monday morning quarterbacks out there, folks that say that he's done this wrong or he didn't do that right or didn't act quickly enough. Myself, Ellison, I am reserving judgment at this point on how Sheriff Nanos is doing.
Okay. There are, as you know, a lot of people following this case closely, and for the most part, people are wanting to help, right? They're wanting to see some sort of answers for Nancy and for the Guthrie family. But can you help us take a step back here? What is, in your view, the most important thing for people to remember here?
I think the most important thing to remember is this is a member of our community. We all feel very bad about what's happened, but let's let the authorities do what they do. Let them do the investigation. Perhaps hold off on the social media and making comments about, I think this happened, or I thought maybe this should have been done. Let's hold off on that. Let's let the investigators do their thing, and we can all, quite honestly, what I'm doing, I'm praying every night that this has a successful resolution, Allison.
All right, Bill Buckmaster, thank you so much. We really appreciate your time and insights.
We thank you for watching, and remember, stay updated on breaking news and top stories on the NBC News app or watch live on our YouTube channel.